Alright, so I'm kind of milling around here. I found, yeah, it's just sad. It's just really sad. Um, no matter where you go, all over the world, there's trash. Doesn't matter where you are. I've been everywhere in seemingly the most desolate places, but everywhere you go, there's trash. It's really kind of sad. But what I found, like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. What I found is going to make things really pretty nice for me. So this is what I have. This is what I found. Somebody just laid this. It's just metal. That's all it is. But they left it here. I don't know if it's a frame to some kind of water tower or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's just laying there, and so I think I'll use that for a fire ring. What's good about fire ring is with all these dry leaves all over the place, you got to really worry about starting a brush fire this time of year. It's really dry right now. All the grass is dead. All these leaves are dead and dry. Just waiting to catch fire. So I'm going to use that as a nice fire containment. And then what I did here is I found all these rocks right there, and set them up on the back side, and that should reflect quite a bit of heat back to where I'll be sitting. So yeah, that's going to be the fire area for the moment, and just got to work on some food now. So this is beautiful Missouri in the fall. I'm right off this little body of water here, and if it comes to it, I can always do some fishing in there, and that will definitely be a good source of food for me. It's one of the things you just have to be so careful about when you're searching for food that's not alive, like a squirrel or fish. When you're looking for wild edibles, you have to be absolutely sure what it is that you're going to eat. Just a few months ago, a boy was in area very near here, and he was in a situation. He lost his group and was on his own for at least 5 hours, and he got hungry and ate a plant exactly like this one right here. This, if mixed with saliva, will kill you. So you have to be just super careful when you look for stuff. What happens is there's an amoeba will grow in your brain and kill you. It's horrible. And all around here, this little innocent yellow flower is called death flower. And trust me, you don't want to eat that. And all these leaves, if I get any of those leaves near my mouth, they're death leaves, and they'll kill me too. Another good example right here. Okay, those are death greens. But if you notice, I've just found this again. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when you're looking around. And what I was doing was I was setting up some traps in this area. I was trying to get a squirrel, and I found something better right next to the death greens and amongst the death leaves. And that death flower was just right down the hill here. I find this, just underneath this log, ordinary log, but there it is. I think that's going to be better than a squirrel. How about you? Okay, so the part you guys don't get to see at home is the all the preparation you have to do for the fire. That's why I like to do it last. I feel like it takes the most amount of time, with the exception of maybe food, but I feel like food is more important. Now that I have food, I want a fire, so I've diligently collected wood for that. I got really lucky, actually. It's been pretty easy, because right down in there is a wash that goes to that body of water there, and during bigger rainstorms it collects all of the branches and stuff and down trees, so that's kind of funneled all of the firewood I really need. The one thing I had to really search for was I had to search up on top of that hill up there. I had to find a cedar tree. Yeah, in this part of the state there's not a lot in the way of birch. You can use like this right here is there's a dead hickory tree right there, and it's a shagbark hickory, and all of these that are coming off make really good firewood, or real good tinder. But this is an older tree. Those are pretty tough, so I didn't really want to do that. So I found a cedar tree because I know there's a lot in this area, and I gathered some cedar bark right there, which I will fluff up and make into some real nice tinder that'll take a spark really easy. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get things set up, and I'll show you my method for starting a fire this time. Okay, so I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm going to do spindle method of fire building. Rubs two sticks together, and I'm going to put it right there. This is all like powdery cedar bark that I worked over real good, and that'll take a spark, no problem. I'm going to use it as a signal fire. Again, they don't have any idea where I am, so I'm going to have to make myself visible, and that's what I plan on doing with this fire. So wish me luck. I'm also going to cook my dinner with it. There's the beautiful fire, and it signaled my friend Jeff to come pick me up and rescue me from this hellhole.
Just brought him right in. Right in.
Yeah, when you're looking for a rescue, you need contrast and motion. With the smoke there, you got some nice contrast and motion.
Contrast that against the orange